Hey, what's up? I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So this video right here is going to be a review of this car right here. That's the Freedom Flex by Chase. So it's going to be a 1-year review. I'm going to give you honest feedback of what I think about this car. This is not one of those paid advertisements or nothing like that. This is a real honest feedback review. So you want to sit by and watch the video, especially if you're considering getting this car. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we're discussing the Chase Freedom Flex car. Now, off bat, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I'm not really a fan of this car, and I'll tell you why I'm not really a fan of this car. I have had this car for over a year. When I first got the car, it was last year. The car was available for about a couple of months prior to that. They had just previewed and introduced the car to everyone, and it was the Chase Freedom Flex. Before that, you had just the Chase Freedom. But after this, you have now the option of the Chase Freedom Flex as well as the Chase Freedom. So I decided to go with the Freedom Flex because, you know, it was new and I wanted to see what was up with it. So they were offering initially, if you spend $500, you get $200 back in return. So I figured it was a great time to go and get that $200 back from spending $500. That's simple. I knew I had something to spend the $500 on, so I ended up getting my $200 back. But after that, really nothing interesting happened with the car. Number one, I didn't really receive a favorable credit limit as I do with other credit cards. So off bat, soon as I got the card and saw that I really didn't receive a favorable credit limit, you know, I wasn't a fan immediately. Now, credit limits are gonna vary, depends on your income and your credit score and credit history and things of that nature. But mine is pretty much good, so I figured I would get a higher credit limit like I do with my other credit cards because I have pretty decent credit limits, you know. But with this one, I guess since it was the first time that I really decided to do anything with Chase, they shot me what I believe, in my opinion, is a lower credit limit. So that was the first knock, and that knock came immediately after I applied. The second knock was seeing that after I applied, I received two, not one, but two hired inquiries. I received one for Experian and one for Equifax. So, you know, when I thought about it, I was like, I'm receiving two hired inquiries just to get one card. And not only that, when I finally do get the card, the credit limit is not what I expected it would be. And you know, I was pretty annoyed off the bat, but I was like, let me give this card a try and see. So as the year went on, I realized that card really doesn't have nor hold as much value to me as my other cards. When it comes to these cashback cards and things of that nature, one of my favorite cards is the Discover It cashback card. I love that card. I think that card blows this card out the water. And honestly, I really would like to see Chase make improvements to the Freedom Flex to keep up with the Discover It cashback card because, you know, even with Chase, another issue with this Chase and the Freedom Flex is when you do want to have a credit limit increase, they're going to hit me with them hired inquiries again. So that means I'll get another hired inquiry with Equifax and another one with Experian. And I just don't think that's worth it to get two extra hired inquiries just to maybe get a decent credit limit increase. And I say maybe because of what they gave me initially. I don't have that issue with Discover. When I want a credit limit increase with Discover, it doesn't even count as a hired inquiry. I just go and request the credit limit increase, and then I get a soft pull, of course, but it doesn't affect me. So overall, this card is not one of my favorite cards. Is it a decent credit card to have? Yes, of course. But if you're comparing it to other credit cards, especially like the Discover It cashback card, I don't think it compares. And I have videos listing why I don't think it compares to that card. But, you know, the proof is out there as far as, you know, the hired inquiries that come along with it. And like I said, with the credit limit, that's subjective. That's person to person, case by case. So maybe you'll apply and you'll receive a higher credit limit than I got, you know. So it all depends. It all depends. But normally I receive favorable credit limits from credit card lenders. And with this one, I didn't. So of course, I took that in a kind of way like, wow. But other than credit limit and the hard inquiries and things like that, I would say it's just an alright credit card. It's a cool credit card to have, a decent one if you want to, you know, build up your credit card group in your wallet. That's cool. But if I was to choose between this card and a card like the Discover It card, I'm going Discover It cashback all day. But this video is about my 1 year review of the Chase Freedom Flex. And as I said, the card is decent. It's decent. But if you're considering getting this card and other cards, you may want to look towards the other cards. Like I said, Chase Freedom Flex, they have a lot of work to do as far as improving this card. So hopefully they'll be able to make improvements to the Freedom Flex. But if they don't, make sure you look that way towards the Discover It cashback card. Now, of course, if you can't get the Discover one, then yeah, you may want to use and seek the Chase Freedom Flex as a second option. But if you can, if you are qualified for the Discover It cashback one, I suggest that you apply and you try to get that one, because like I said, from a long-term perspective, it's more favorable from the credit limit increases without hard inquiries, and the cashback bonuses are pretty good with their categories because they have the same categories as the Freedom Flex. But I still feel like the other things, the other benefits of having the Discover It card outweigh the Chase one. But anyways, I just wanted to provide a 1 year review. So far, out of 10, I would give the card a 6. So I will give the card, the Freedom Flex, a 6 out of 10 in my 1 year review. Hopefully going into year 2, things get better. They add more things to the card and I see more improvements with it. But the first year, I'll give it a 6. It's decent. Is it the best? Is it the best one? No. It's definitely not the best one, but it is decent. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. As far as you, and should you get it, I really can't make that decision for you. But as I said, and I gave you the advice, if you have to choose between this and the Discover It cashback, I would look towards the Discover. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I'm gonna keep coming with these reviews. I got some airport lounge reviews coming, so be looking out for them. You can look through my videos on this page, Water Your Soil. I thank you all for stopping by. I thank you for your continued support. I appreciate it. And continue to support me, and I'm continue to bring these videos and pop them out. I appreciate it. I'm out.